Kendi is low down. You know, to sleep with your sister's man, you know, something your sister done been with, you gonna sleep with them? These women, this boy is crazy. You hear me? So what's up, luvs? It's your girl Latrice Chantel, and I'm back with another video. And as you all can tell by the title of this video, this will be in regards to my part 1 and my part 2 of Risk It All About You. Now, with that being said, it's just gonna be like a little short recap just to kind of refresh your memory, because if you read part 1 and 2, then once I go through the little short recap, you can probably kind of get an idea of what the book, those 2 parts were about. So I'm just gearing you up for the release of part 3. Now part 3 probably will release next month, depending on, you know, how long it takes, you know, edits to come back and the cover and all of that. But the plan hopefully will be to release next month, and then followed by that, after that release, then we're gonna get into, I got a standalone dropping in between, well, after part 3 of this. And then it's gonna be before I Ain't That Last Nigga. Look, I be getting so tongue-tied, y'all, for real. But yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much what this vlog gonna be about. Right quick. It's not even really a vlog, it's my vlog video. Yeah, it's been a long day. I'm filming this on the 22nd. It's a Wednesday, and I want to say it's about 2:00 p.m. Y'all, my 9-to-5 job has been working me, and so I finally got time to film, and I decided to go ahead and film, because I'm like, what better way to film now when I got a break? Because who knows when the next time I get a break. And by the time I get off work, I be having so much stuff to do around the house. Filming, y'all, I just got to get it how I get it. And pretty much, let me get on into this video, because I'll be here talking all freaking day. Oh yeah, but before we do get in the video, I just want to give you a heads up. If you do decide to continue to watch, I will be giving you a disclaimer about part 3. Also, I will be giving you a little bit more details about my new standalone, because I'm so excited about this standalone. Like, I really wrote this boy, y'all. I'm serious. Like, I really wrote this book, and when you read it, you're gonna understand why. So yeah, if you care to watch, and if you read these books, then I suggest you stay tuned for some good tea, some good talks about part 1 and part 2. Before we get into this video, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, comment down below so you can make sure you stay in the know with your girl. And yeah, let's get into it, you guys. All right, y'all, so we back, and let's just jump right into it. So first, just showing you all the cover. This is part 1 of Risk It All About You, and this is the back. Also, this is the front of part 2, and this is the back. Now, y'all keep in mind, the title is Risk It All About You, right? So the quotes that I do have for part 1 is, without risk, you'll never get to what could have been. And then part 2, let me see. What did I say? Because I can't remember everything I said. You have to take risk constantly. You will never be able, and both of those things are true. You have to take risk in life, because if you don't, then you will never know what could be. And this is very true. And let's move right along. So book 1. And that's because I got to do some cute little what is it called, thumbnails for YouTube. Okay, so book one, y'all, is an introduction of the characters in so many words. A lot of drama occurs. You are introduced to some of the problems that the characters are experiencing. So in part one, you are introduced to Drika. You are introduced to Olin. You are introduced to Rico. You are introduced to Aaron. You are introduced to Secret. You hear about a person named Donald, Killer, Portia, Caprice. All these people are brought about in part one. Now, the main characters, although I mentioned all these characters, the main characters are really Olin, Drika, Secret, and Aaron, and then sort of and India and Rico, because they was connected to the main characters, if that makes sense. So moving forward, so basically book one, and I'm gonna just give a brief overview just to refresh your mind. I'm not gonna go very much in detail because some people may still haven't read part one. I don't really want to give it away. I am giving it away, so they're reading this at their own risk, warning that I'm giving a lot of details about part one away. So with that being said, basically summarizing part one, Drika was once with Rico. Those two was connected. They was boyfriend and girlfriend. Drika finds out Rico has cheated not once, but this is his umpteenth time of cheating. She catches him red-handed at his crib that he shares with his first cousin on his daddy's side, Donald. She determines that she's gonna be done with him. That's it. She's gonna move on. She had enough of his cheating. She gave him several chances and he continued to cheat. And then she moves on. So be it. Olin comes along. Olin is Rico's first cousin on his mother's side. Olin, he's not perfect. He has cheated in his past. Oh, excuse me, I'm talking damn near spitting, y'all. Excuse me. He has cheated in his past. He has a girlfriend by the name of Caprice. They've been dating for a while. She stays back in Atlanta, and Olin currently stays in Atlanta, but he's down. He visits Raleigh, North Carolina a lot, and the book is based in Raleigh, North Carolina, because that's where, I currently live. So, moving right along. So, Olin is not a perfect guy because let's be real, he's cheated on Caprice, and you will find out later down the line Caprice hasn't been perfect either. But that's one thing. So focusing on part one, Olin ends up taking a liking to Drika. He knows it's not right to potentially deal with Drika, knowing her and Rico been together and kind of was invested. But the way he looking at it is Rico didn't deserve her, and he liked what he saw, although it is not right. And I'm just gonna be honest, it's not right. But he liked what he saw and he went with it. And he said himself he'll just deal with the consequences later. He liked her. Things weren't going right with him and his girl back in the A. So he was just going to see where things lead. Him and Drika end up dealing with each other hard throughout the book. They still feeling each other out, but Drika feels like, Olin is kind of filling the void that Rico didn't feel. So that's their story. Oh wow, Drika has the best friend India who been plotting the whole time. And like, if you notice when the book first come on, India is in a car with Secret and Drika, while Drika is talking cash junk about Rico, basically in so many words about him potentially ignoring her calls or whatever the case may be. Why he acting foolish, so she's just going to the house. This girl in the back seat, knowing the whole time she been sleeping with her best friend man. Not only had she been sleeping with him, she ended up getting pregnant by Rico. Like, what? Yo, don't let that happen to me in real life, Lord, please, because I can't be responsible for how I'm going to act. I write about this stuff. This stuff is true type of stuff. Like, it's gonna be some issues, sis. Period. It's gonna be some issues. But anyway, moving right along. So that happens or whatever. And Rico not happy about India being pregnant by him, of course. It's one thing for him to screw her, you know, and he deal with her because, you know, I'm sure at this point he been dealing with her for a while, so he gotta have some type of feelings. He may not be in love with her, but he messes with India, like he deals with her because, you know, he continues to sleep with her. So Rico does not want India to have the baby, but this is something that India, you know, felt like it was destined to happen, you know. Neither one of them then not plan for a baby to happen. And when she get pregnant with the child, she like, I ain't giving my baby up, you know, just to satisfy him. You know, and although Drake are gonna be mad, then, you know, she just gonna have to deal with it because I'm not gonna abort my baby just to satisfy others. So she makes the decision she's gonna keep the baby. And towards the end of the book, she lets Drika know, and that's how, you know, it ended with Olin and Drika and it closing at the end of the book. She calls Drika and tell her, you know, I'm pregnant. This whole while moving back, you know, I'm talking fast, so y'all, I apologize. But moving back, Drika, you know, been asking her in secret, been asking for a while, like, sis, tell us who you dating. Like, India says she been dealing with this guy, and, you know, he kind of in the background, but this whole time is really been Rico. So that's why she never could name who the guy was this whole time. It's Rico. So Drika asks, like, well, who you pregnant by? And then India tells her, you know, Rico. She dropped the bomb. I'm talking about somebody hurt, Drika is hurt. When she finds out that she's shot and then hurt. Talk about anger, betrayal, and probably wanting to kill her. You know, that's crazy. You know, this someone you call a best friend, and you've been asking her this whole time, who is this guy? Who is this guy that you talk about? Who you dealing with? And when it comes out to be the ex, Drika's already hurt by Rico because he done cheated several times. And then to be stabbed in the heart again, chest again by, you know, your best friend, you know, that's a hard blow. You know, that is a hard blow. So that's one thing. And that goes off like that. So then we have Secret and Aaron. Now that's a whole nother story because Secret and Aaron have a lot of drama too. Aaron, not so much at first. He's just dealing with Portia, who is a girl he's been messing with for quite a while. Portia wants more. Aaron doesn't. Portia has a son by the name of Donis. He's 3, about to be 4. He truly loves Aaron. You know, Aaron is kind of like a father figure in his life because Donis's real father is not really in his life like that. And so I guess that's a big part of why Portia is in love with Aaron too, because she know, you know, her son love him. You know, he treats her son well, so it makes it easier for her to just be in love with him. And then also as the book goes on, you know, Aaron is, you know, kind of having to let Portia know, like, we're not gonna be together, like, in so many words, you know, but he's technically still leading her on, like, if you read in between the lines, because he's steady screwing her. And then we have Secret. Secret has a boyfriend by the name of Rich. She loves Rich, but you know, it's kind of a thin line with the love that she has for him. And the reason for that is because Rich has slept with her sister, her blood sister, same mommy and daddy, Kendi. Same mommy and daddy, and the sister's name is Kendi. Kendi is low down. You know, to sleep with your sister's man, you know, something your sister done been with, you gonna sleep with them? These women, this boy is crazy. You hear me? So that's another story, but you know, it's a story in part 1. You know, Kendi and Rich is messing around, and they supposedly, according to Rich, they supposed to have stopped. And excuse me, I apologize for the background noise in the background, but I had to film how I got it, y'all. But going back to the story, so Rich supposedly supposed to have stopped sleeping with Kendi, but of course they haven't stopped sleeping. But he has told Secret, it is believed by Secret that they are supposed to stop sleeping around. That they have stopped sleeping around, but kind of in the back of her head, she kind of knows that it still could be a possibility, you know. And that's why, you know, she moves the way she moves. She ended up dealing with Aaron. Not, you know, she put him off at first, let him know, you know, I got a man, you know, I got a man, but, you know, it's like, it ain't but so much sis could take because, you know, at the same time, things ain't right in her relationship with her man due to her man sleeping with her sister. Although she told Rich she forgave him, it's hard for her to forget because it was such a hard blow. So it makes it easy to fall in the arms of another man, especially when you're not really in love with that man because of what he has done, the man that you are with. So she ended up dealing with Aaron, like, I guess, like, taking things slow, dealing with him. Rich ended up one day following her to Aaron's mother's house and not knowing that it's gonna be somebody he knows. So Secret comes on the porch because Aaron's mother got the door. And so followed by Secret is Aaron. So Aaron is in shock because he's like, I know this dude. He knows him, he know Rich. Like, Rich's real name is Raheem. Aaron and Raheem work under Portia's uncle Luther. Y'all, it's a big mess. It's all a big mess. Everybody is tied to everybody. Like, it's a big mess. So Rich, he's seeing things for what it is, for what he see. He feel like, nigga, we work together and you sleeping with my meat. And, Aaron didn't know Raheem was Rich and that was Secret's dude. He didn't know that. Even though he knew him, he didn't know that. He didn't tie and put two and two together to know that Secret and Rich was involved and this the man she had been talking about. So before he knew it, Rich done shot Aaron. And that's how the book goes. Basically, that's how the book end up closing out with part 1 to be continued. And then we have questions. Now we have all these questions like, okay, what is Aaron gonna die? If he survives, is he gonna seek revenge? What is Rich gonna do when it come down to Secret? Is he gonna try to get at her too? Then we have Drika. How she gonna act? Is she gonna try to beat India's tail now? Is she gonna try to beat the baby out of her? Is this gonna cause her to go into depression? What's gonna happen? And then we have still Olin and Rico. Rico don't know right now that Olin is messing with Drika. So that's going to be a big mess. So we got so much drama that happened in part 1. And then it's going to move into part 2. And you got all these questions you want to know, like, what's going to happen? So it's just a lot. So I say part one was like that, okay? So here is part 2, and let's just jump right into this, y'all. So part 2, part 2 starts with Aaron being in the hospital. If you got this far, then you know that Aaron got shot by Rich and that he survived. And then just like any other hood dude, Aaron is gonna try to seek revenge against Rich. And by the end, if you continue reading part 2, then by the end of part 2 that he gets his revenge against Rich. And before that, though, Rich is steady sleeping with Kendi. So I'm assuming, now he feel like, well, Secret got all this stuff going on. I don't shot dude, whoop-de-doo. So, he just gonna keep on sleeping with her. Now he trying to, plot against Aaron before Aaron came at him. He was trying to use Kendi, to get at Aaron, Sorry for him, it didn't work out. But that's how it was when it came down to Aaron and Rich. So then, prior to that, Secret was hiding out at the hotel, and the reason for her hiding out at the hotel is because Rich, she didn't know if Rich would come at her, after he hadn't shot Aaron. So that's a mess right there. Her and Aaron kind of struggling at the beginning due to the disruption of Rich shooting him. Secret don't know which way to turn. She don't know how Aaron feels in regards, to being shot by Rich. So she's just hiding out. So it's gonna take Drika to make her go to the hospital and talk to him, And lucky for Drika, it worked in Secret's favor. So throughout the book, they are trying to, focus on them or whatever, despite Aaron plotting against Rich. And then we have Portia, who, loves Aaron, what she doesn't understand is why Secret, why he feels the way he feels about Secret and why he talking to Secret. And, Portia feels some type of way because if you remember from the first book, she initially got her nails done by Secret, and she was telling Secret about this dude that, she liked it so much. And then for Secret to be messing with him, you know, Portia feels the type of way. Because, you know, Aaron had came into Secret's shop. And that was just, like I said, each way you turn in this book is drama, okay? So if you want some drama, you're going to get drama in part 1 and part 2. So that's that, you know. Portia's not going to be happy. You know, she's not trying to give her Aaron. She want that #1 spot because Aaron truly is a good dude. He got some hood in him, but overall, he's a good looking dude. You know, he got money. And then on top of that, you know, he loves her son, you know, like it's his own, because Portia's son, Donna's daddy, is not in his life. So, you know, she's not trying to give her that. So that's that with Aaron and Secret. And then Drika and Olin. Olin still, you know, he got the girlfriend, trying to get that out of the way, you know, so he can focus on him and Drika or whatever. Because basically the beginning of part 1, you know, all these couples, they gonna be a couple, but you know, they trying to get to that point where they really putting a title on things or whatever. They got baggage in other relationships, so they really can't, even though, you know, it's getting to be them in a relationship, they can't really put a title on it because they got baggage. So, of course, by part 2, Olin and Caprice, you know, they end up breaking up, you know. He end up cutting that off, you know. He finds out Caprice cheating, and then you'll see how that goes if you read part 2. And then, you know, Drika's still going through what she going through, you know, still in shock that Rico and India would do her like this. So she let them have it, like, you know, everybody letting her, you know, telling her too, like, let them just have it, you know. So she's, you know, she gonna get India. She gonna get India when that baby is born. Like, that's what's expected anyway. So, you know, she letting her, you know, letting her have it, you know. She trying to focus on her and Olin. So, although she hurt, she letting Rico know, like, you know, you effed up. She did let him know, like, you effed up. What you did was messed up. So, that's one thing. And then, you know, at the end of the book, Olin end up goes to Atlanta, and Drika is with him. Now, if you also know, Olin has a lot of stuff going on in his family. Olin, his mother is currently in a skilled nursing facility. She got sick, and now she's in the I want to say not hospital, in the nursing home, because she can't really do for herself. Then we have Olin's daddy. He had done forgave her for what she done to the family, you know, which she left her family for a man. That same man she left her family for ain't nowhere to be found. He put her in a nursing home, you know what I'm saying? So now, Olin's daddy want Olin, you know, to let that hurt go and kind of talk to his mama and forgive her. But of course, Olin ain't trying to do that because he felt like, you know, that was messed up for what his mama did, you know, left them at a young age to go be with a man. So he has a whole lot of resentment that he has to work on. So through part 1 and part 2, you'll hear a little bit more about that, and more so in part 3 as well. And he also has a sister who is on drugs. She got into a ball of depression and got on drugs, and all this stemmed from her mom not having a mama in her life. We know that just because your parents on drugs, in reality, you don't have to get on drugs. Not just because your parents on drugs, but just because your mother walked out of your life, that you don't have to get on drugs. But everyone deals with pain and hurt, you know, different. So that's basically what's going on with Olin. So despite going through a breakup with Caprice and trying to make things right with Drika, he also has a whole lot of family stuff. And not only that, you know, the stress of now dealing with Drika, his first cousins, you know, it's just a lot. So that's what basically part 2 is about. So, you know, this is a recap of part 2, you know, it's a lot of drama. And so I thought I was going to end part 2, but then I thought I was just going to end it with 2 parts. But I end up writing a part 3. And then it's more drama introduced. Like, it's just more drama in part 3. And I don't want to give that away right now because it ain't even been released. But I will go ahead and do a disclaimer. And some of y'all might not like this, and you may even choose not to read the book, and that's fine, understandable. But I have to write to how I see the story moving. Like, I have to write based upon how things play out. And with that being said, I end up writing a part 4. It's a part 4, and then that will complete the book for sure. And I was gonna stop it at part 3, but I'm like, it didn't feel like the story would, if I ended it at part 3, I feel like it was so much gonna be left out, and I won't give y'all everything, the potential that these characters could give. So I feel like part 4 will close this series out wonderful. Like, it's going out with a bang, part 4. And if you read part 2, you may think it's a happy ending, but you know, it's not. Once you read part 3, then you will know. If you know what you know. It's so much drama that I could not close part 3 out, or the book would be extremely long. So, you know, it's just a lot of drama. Olin still has to touch bases on his family. He has to deal with his sister, issues with his daddy, issues with his mother. Him and Drika still trying to get it right. Then we have people in the background in Olin's life. You know, you will see Caprice and all this drama. And then we have stuff with Aaron and Secret. Secret still has, you know, this animosity towards her sister Candy. So she has to deal with that. And not only we have India and Rico, like we need some stuff on their story, you know. We don't want to leave them out either. And the cousin Donald, he really don't have a big portion, or Odin's best friend Killer. They kind of like in the background. But the rest of these characters, and y'all got to see how Portia plotted something big in part 3. Y'all gonna be like, Portia, I'll be shaming herself. But, you know, it's women out here that would do anything to try to keep a man. So this is how far she was willing to go to be able to keep Aaron. So yeah. So basically, you're gonna see in part 3. I'm just ready for y'all to read it, and I hope y'all enjoy it. I really enjoy writing part 3. Like, I feel like part 3, I started to get more invested with the characters than I did in part 1 and 2, and I'm like, where did it come from? So yes, it is gonna be a part 4, and I know I do take a little long to put my books out, but I'm trying my best to not take so long with part 4. That's why it's already in the works. It's almost done, you know. But in between the time, that's why I said, you know, I have a standalone coming out in the meantime. And the standalone, I'm going to go ahead and tell you the name. It's called Selfish Love. And although y'all love these characters, you know, we're going to have to let these characters go in a little bit. And I have to move on to another story. And this right here will be a standalone. Selfish Love. It's gonna be decent. It's gonna be a decent length, so you won't have to worry about when is part 2 coming, so you don't have to worry about all that. Once you read the story, you read it, and it's gonna be done. Will it be a follow-up book? I'm not sure. You know how sometimes I may want to bring, you know, some authors bring back, like for Valentine's Day, Christmas, or Thanksgiving, or different, you know, holidays. They may bring like a little short story. That could possibly be, but the book itself would be a standalone. And y'all, I'm so ready for y'all to meet these characters. Like, it's gonna focus on a couple. Oh, excuse me, I got hiccups. I'm sorry, y'all. And the couple name is Crew. Her name is Crew. Her real name is Crew Ryan. And y'all might think it's a guy name, but it works for her, Crew Ryan. And they call her Crew. Then we have Sway. And his real name is Swaylin. Y'all, Sway is like that. It's going to be a good book. And Crew's sister name is Qatar. And then we have Sway's people. Sway has 3 homeboys. He has a homeboy named Weibo, Slow-Mo, and what is the other one's name? Oh my God. And Momat. Yeah, that's what it is, Momat. Y'all, I'm ready for y'all to read them, because y'all be like, what in the world? Weibo is something else. And y'all gonna see why he's something else when y'all read that book. But yeah, I'm so excited for y'all to read that. That's coming next month. I already got the cover for that. I will be dropping the cover soon, but I just haven't dropped it yet. So yes, the title of the book is called Selfish Love, and y'all gonna see why when you read the book. And I'm just excited for that. And then after that, I don't know if like I said, I think I want to drop I think I'm going to drop I Ain't That Last Good too. Because it's going to be the finale. That was supposed to be a standalone, but it went to part 2. Selfish Love is definitely going to be a standalone. I know I have a way with my words sometimes, but it's really going to be a standalone. But I Ain't That Last, I get to writing, and then my mind just, it just makes other stuff, and then I just keep on. So yeah, I don't know if I want to do Risk It All, About You 4, and then do I Ain't That Last Nigga 2. But either way, with I Ain't That Last Nigga 2, then I'm gonna have to do a recap. I'm gonna have to do a recap on part 1 because it's kind of been a while too, and I don't mind because I owe it to my readers, being that I took so long to write a book. And I apologize about my dog in the background making all this noise. Cause I got dogs barking. So, yeah. So, right fast as my mind and these storylines come up, then I'll be really on top of my ish and on top of my game. But it don't work like that. Working a 9 to 5 and trying to run my other cosmetic business, beauty business, Love Me Next Beauty. My hands is full. But book telling, storytelling, this is like my #1 love for real. Like, it's my #1 love. Both of these books, all my books I wrote, they all hold a special place in my heart. And, I thank my readers. Thank you guys for rocking with me, the ones who have stuck by me and wait so patiently for my stories to drop and my books to drop. Stories, books, same thing. I really appreciate it, you guys. And another thing, I have to be more consistent in my readers group. I noticed that I get way off. Like, I don't be talking, I don't be coming in there, and I don't get the feedback that I want, and it's because I'm not being consistent. Like, it's like I'm a stranger to my reading group. So I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna try to interact with you guys, try to keep that going. It's hard, but I need to at least try to stop in and keep this going. So yeah, that's pretty much it right now. What time is it? I started filming at 2, and y'all, it's probably about going on 6, 7 o'clock because I don't have to keep stopping, dogs barking, just all noise in the background, then me having to work. It's just too much going on. But it's complete, y'all. If you got to this far, then it's complete. So again, thank you all for watching this video. Until next time, you all be safe out there, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye, loves.
We don't take no